Hi guys, welcome back. So today I went by Trader Joe's again. So as per usual, following on Instagram, I'm telling you, big box vegan, that's where it's at. Yesterday, so today's Wednesday, yesterday on Tuesday, this popped up on there and I was like, oh my goodness, I was not expecting this at all. And I thought maybe it'd be a little too early to get in there and find it, but I will tell you, I even was strategic with it. I really was, and I think it may have worked out this time. I was thinking, okay, I'm gonna get there right when they open, right? But I was like, no, because if it's really, really new, maybe they need still a couple hours to get things stocked. So I went in there about 2 hours after they opened and I went immediately, as you do, the new items in cap that they usually have, and it wasn't there. And I was like, oh, I'm too early. So then I'm just meandering the aisles a little bit, and sure enough, on the bottom rack of where the hearts of palm stuff is, the jackfruit, the barbecue pulled jackfruit was right next to that. That's really good too, by the way. That's been out a while, but it was right there. There was not a tag for it. There was no price tag on it or anything. And I'm like, I bet they hadn't even gotten it on the end cap of the new items yet, but they probably will. But it was there. It was there. So I got my hands on it and we're gonna try it out together. We are. Now, with this, I will say, obviously you see here, meatless ground, plant-based crumbles made with pea protein. When I saw it, I have like a hair that's like in your peripheral, you know. When I saw it on Instagram, I immediately thought of TVP, textured vegetable protein. If you're not familiar with it, you're actually missing out. And I'm talking to myself a little bit with that one because I don't even get it enough. And it is so delicious, a fantastic way to get protein in. And it really does mimic like a meatless ground. And I should get it more. Bob's Red Mill, great brand for it. But it just reminded me of that. And sure enough, I even looked it up too because I was like, am I onto something here? And even the macros on it are extremely similar. And with that, I will tell you a couple things. I'll give you the macros here actually. It's 4 servings for this whole thing, but it's super light. It really is. All you're basically doing to it, think of like stuffing. That's what it kind of reminds me of, even how you prepare it, and probably will even kind of look like it. Shouldn't taste like it really though, but it's like there's nothing there. It feels extremely light, but I'm telling you, when you add the water to it, it bulks up. It does. Because with that, this is 4 servings here, 90 calories per serving, 2 grams of fat, 4 carbs, 2 are from fiber. Also, real quick, the sodium on it, we always talk about that. 340 milligrams per serving, which 15% of like your daily value is what it's like showing on here. That's not that bad. I'm just saying. And 15 grams of protein per serving kind of even gives me, I know this is like not the same thing at all, but it kind of reminds me of the original Boca patties when we're talking about macros. Those are killer. No one talks about them enough. I really lived on those for a long time. I still love them, but I just kind of have gotten away from them. Those are good though too. But it really stood out to me. And again, very similar to the textured vegetable protein as well. I hope this is good. Now I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Let's get the water boiling, in fact. For the whole thing, I think, right? The whole thing. Place 1.5 cups of water, 1 tablespoon of oil if you want, into a saucepan, bring in oil, stir the contents of package. Got it. Okay, so we're gonna do the whole thing. All right, we're gonna bring that water up. I'm gonna show you what it looks like. We're gonna do it together. Basically, once you bring the water to a boil, you pour this in, turn it off, remove from heat. Think of like couscous, basically. And again, stuffing. And let it sit for like 10 minutes. I'm gonna talk about some of these here. Now on the back here too, it does say like meal ideas and it says limitless. And this really can be, because you can do whatever you want with it, you know? But it gives the ideas of tacos, pasta, soup, salads, sliders like burgers, burritos. I mean, you can do a lot. I'm thinking nachos. That's what I'm thinking. But again, for the sake of doing like a true taste test for what it is, I just want to kind of like take a spoonful and try it, you know? I'm sure depending on what you're making, you may add taco seasoning to it if you're gonna go that route and stuff, and it would change it a little bit. But I always like to just give you like what it is out of the package, you know? We're gonna spoon it. Also, I thought that the ingredients list was really good too. Everything you can read, it's pretty minimal, and it actually does look like they've flavored it up enough on its own. Because I will say that about like textured vegetable protein, that you do want to flavor because it's very just kind of like basic. It's still really good though. I love the texture of it. But this actually has like onion powder, garlic powder, carrot powder, cornstarch, sugar, salt. I mean, it has things in it, yeast extract. So, I mean, it's really packed. But yeah, made with a pea protein. It doesn't say on here like gluten-free, like everything labels now when it is, but I think it is. I don't see wheat. No, but it's basically it is just textured pea protein. I think we're ready. Okay, here we go. I want to do it together. All right. We are gonna do it together, my friends. Okay, here we go. It looks and kind of smells like stuffing. I'm not kidding. Okay. Everything's fine. Okay. It's like stuffing. It really is. I hope you can see that. You get it. Okay. Just gonna give it a quick little stir, but then we're just gonna put the lid on it. I think I'm going to love this and let it sit. It smells really, really good, but I'm telling you, it smells like a stuffing. Okay, I'm just gonna put it over here. And I felt like the price point wasn't too bad on it too, so I hope this is a hit. I really do. Anyway, next one I found there is the Riced Hearts of Palm. I will try this for you guys soon. This is a gluten-free and vegan option. I have seen this going around for the last couple weeks, but it is still pretty new. And with that, I have seen a few reviews so far and that people are really, really loving it. And it looks delicious. So I'm got high hopes. I do. But it's very similar to like their Hearts of Palm pasta, where this whole thing is like 60 calories. Like it's 20 calories per serving. You're going to eat the whole thing. Obviously, it's just a good rice alternative depending on a type of like diet you might be following. What I think would be good is doing like a little bit of a combo. I feel like a lot of frozen meals are starting to do that now too, and it works. It does. They'll do like a little bit of the cauliflower rice with a little bit of like actual rice, and it's so delicious. And it just kind of bulks it up with it being all rice, you know? So we'll try this soon, but I've heard good things. This is also apparently like brand new. And again, this was in the new item section, but I actually happened when I was going that way, I saw it on the, like over by the dried fruits and nuts and stuff first, but it was over in the new section too. Let's try it. Let's do it. We've got the apple chip duo. They look like true chips, but really the ingredients is literally red apples, green apples. That's it. This package is 1 serving and 200 calories. I'm just gonna give this to you if you're interested. 0 fat, 53 carbs, 8 from fiber, 0 sodium since we talk about it, and 1 protein. It's just a sweet treat, I'm sure. Smells like apples, but they really do look like, because the way that they cut them, they're like that ridge cut, so it's like a ridge potato chip is kind of what it's looking like. They do seem like they're really crispy. Okay. Oh, you know what I mean though? I think this is the green one. I love apples. It's fantastic. Man. It's fantastic. Yep, get these, they're good. They're thin, but they're not like super thin where they kind of just like break apart before you can even like get it to your mouth. Wonderful, love it. Also, I don't know how I feel. This has been out now for about 2 or 3 weeks, I think, but again, on the newer side, the ketchup flavored sprinkle seasoning blend. And it says on here, wherever you think to use ketchup. So I'm gonna assume French fries, maybe even a burger, but like when you're cooking up the patty, sprinkle some of that on there. I don't know, just kind of a different one, you know? And then pizza sprinkle seasoning blend. And I'm thinking that would be delicious on popcorn. Anyone else? I'm telling you, right? But those are new ones. They are about $1 more each than that's just what I noticed. The majority of their spices, which are typically $1.99. Some are $2.99 though, and that's what these are. We'll see. I want to smell them. You know. Let's do the ketchup one first. It's a little interesting. I'll read you what's in it. But I think we're also just kind of a sucker for like Trader Joe's spices. Majority of them are amazing. All right, tomato powder, sugar, kosher salt, vinegar powder, rice concentrate, onion powder, garlic powder. Okay. Smells like ketchup and vinegar. Oh, shit. Yeah, it kind of tastes like ketchup. It's like ketchup meets vinegar. Be delicious on fries. What are you doing over there? I have high hopes. Don't let me down. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's good. Tomato powder, granulated garlic, paprika, sea salt, rice concentrate, coriander, black pepper, dried parsley, dried basil, dried oregano. It's fantastic. Oh, yeah. That's gonna be a keeper. This is gonna be good on fries, I can tell. And lastly, I found here the maple pancake flavored puffs, corn and rice snacks. I mean, come on, right? Now, what they're reminding me of is they're like, I don't even know what they call them, something puffs, but I think they might be just called like cheese puffs, corn puffs, but they're sour cream and onion, I believe. And then a cheddar one or white cheddar. Those ones are not vegan, but this is giving me what those ones look like. If you know, you know. And I'm thinking this is a hit, which how can it go wrong? This is gonna be like our vegan option of that. No! Oh man, yeah, they totally look like that. But I thought maybe too, that like I'm sorry, we're not good at this. What are we even doing here? That maybe they would be a little lackluster and like that flavor wouldn't really come through. Stand corrected just by the smell. That was a real sound. Gluten-free. Oh, that's a problem. All right, 4 servings per bag. We'll see about that. 150 calories per serving, 8 grams of fat, 125 sodium, 18 carbs, 1 protein. I'm in. Okay, this might be like a new favorite thing. They're like coated in the maple, like powder almost, but then with like a cinnamon sugar. I wasn't timing that, were you? I'll just be here. Do not skip on these. Do not. Well, there's that. How do you compete with that? That's a dream. That's gonna be like a new staple. All right. That's fantastic. Okay. It's probably not 10 minutes yet, huh? Close enough. Okay, let me give it a mix and then we'll let it sit again. I want you to see it. Totally stuffing vibes. It really is. It smells very seasoned, but I'm getting stuffing, but it's not stuffing. I don't know. All right. Okay, here's the thing. I love it. I will absolutely get it again. But if you, again, have never had textured vegetable protein, It's very, and let's say you're coming from buying already, which by the way, I did double check at Trader Joe's. They have the beefless ground crumbles, and they've had them for years. And I was kind of wondering, are they going to get rid of those because of this? And they were still there, at least right now. But let's say you've never had something like the TVP, something like this, and you've only had that before, the one that's there. Or even, gosh, they all make them now. Like Beyond Meat has their meat crumbles. Boca even has crumbles too. If you were coming from that first and then to this, the texture is going to weird you out. It really will, because it's very different than like a ground meat, a ground beef. And so that would be my only thing. Like, just be open-minded to that, because it's really, really good. And I'm eating it plain, and but it is kind of an acquired texture. But you have to remember too, of course, if you're going to put it in pastas, like as like a meat sauce, if you will, yeah, that'd be really good too. Like to do like a meat sauce, and then even get some like meatless meatballs, and then just have this in the sauce, and then you still have like your meatballs on the side too. Be amazing. But I do think, like, again, if you're going to go more the taco or nacho route, and this is your first time kind of having something like this, it's the texture that might kind of throw you off a little bit. I love it. I do. It's wonderful. It's a hit for me. I'm gonna go in again. But again, is it really different than like TVP already? Not really, but a little bit, because it is seasoned, you know? I love it. I'm good with the texture. I've had it before. Like I said, that it doesn't really weird me out, but that would be my only thing. That's the only thing. It's wonderful. I would absolutely get it again. I don't think I would make burgers with it. You know how, like, kind of showed, I was saying earlier, like sliders, like little mini burgers. I don't get that from it. I mean, hey, do you, but I'm just saying. Burritos, fantastic. That'd be wonderful. I'm still going with my nachos, because you gotta remember too, you're gonna have all your cheese, you're gonna have your like crunchy onion, whatever you put. I put everything on nachos. Yes, I do. I think it would be wonderful. Like, that's what I'm gonna do with this. I'm curious to know how this will like reheat, because I'm gonna just save this for tonight as an excuse to make a big old tray of nachos. Here's what we'll do. We'll get a big baking tray. Stay with me. Layer of corn chips. Oh yes. Layer of cheese of choice. I have some of the cheddar shreds from Target, Good and Gather. You try those still. But you can make like your own nacho cheese sauce that you love too. Put it in, and then a bag of maybe some black beans. Yeah, I like black beans more so on nachos, but pinto beans is fine too. And then put that in the oven just really low, just so everything melts slowly and warms up. I've done this before. And then when it comes out, that's when you put like your cold toppings. We got the salsa, we got the olives. I'm really into pickled jalapenos recently. That's like my new thing. Definitely olives, like I said. I have a little bit of tofu sour cream. Yes, I do. Put a little bit of that. And then this is supposed to go in with the oven too, to heat through. Scoop away, my friends, scoop away. So delicious, so good. I love that meal. And usually what we do, again, big baking tray, put it on the table, and you just go. You share. It's a family meal, you know? Anyway, I call it a hit. Everything I got was a hit. I have high hopes with this. I do, just based on what I heard. These, absolutely get them. Absolutely. These are really, really good too. Done and done. I'm excited that they have launched this. I will absolutely get it again. Yum. Anyway, my friends, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. And I will see you guys soon. Bye, guys.